Hello sewing people of the internet. This is the same shirt as in the previous video because I'm doing it on the same day. So this is probably as close as I'll ever come to making a YouTube short. Recently I made this little pouch to carry a phone with me while I'm running. I mentioned in that video that I needed to do something about these noisy zippers. Kind of forgot about it, and then I was on a run the other day and my running partner mentioned that I was jingling a lot. So I'm going to show you how I put heat shrink tubing on zippers. Depending on what other things you're into, this may not be new to you, but if you don't have a background working in electronics or cars or whatever, maybe you don't know anything about heat shrink tubing, so hopefully this will be inspirational to you. I bought my heat shrink tubing from Harbor Freight, no affiliation, they don't sponsor this video. You can get it from any auto parts store, home improvement center, hardware store, any place that sells any kind of electronics type stuff will almost certainly have this stuff, and of course you can order it from online. Sometimes I put paracord on the end of the zipper pull and then heat shrink all of that, but in this case I'm just going to put it around the zipper pulls themselves just to mute them. I have an assortment of different sizes of heat shrink here. I just want to find one that fits easily enough over the zippers, but that will definitely shrink down. I think that will work. You can heat shrink with a cigarette lighter, but I don't really want to mess around with the possibility of melting a hole in the fabric, so I'm going to use a heat gun. This is also from Harbor Freight. Again, they're not a sponsor, but you know, any heat gun will work. I don't know if a hairdryer has enough heat to melt heat shrink tubing. If you know, post it in the comment section. But you could always try it. If it doesn't work, this is not an expensive tool, or you can just be careful and use a lighter. I actually like the way this one ended up coming down onto the zipper slider itself, so I'm going to take this one off and do it that way. I hope I don't have to say this, but do be careful because this does get quite hot. So there you go. Now it's nice and quiet. It does give a nice grip when you're grabbing the zippers too, but so that's a really cheap modification you can make to zippers. You can do this on an existing project, even if you don't sew and make your own stuff. This is a nice modification to make to lots of different bags and things. Hope you found that useful. If you have questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. If you like this video, clicking like is always helpful. You can support me by buying merchandise from the links in the description. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.